Good morning, RV Nation. We're just getting ready to close out our day here at the Wynn, and it's one of our beautiful Rolls Royces. Check it out. Rolls Royce Phantom, and beautiful car, and we're calling it a day. Heading home, gonna edit some video, try and get some RV stuff done. This is the motorhome experiment. All right, gang, we are on our way home now, and I've got to tell you, we are absolutely blessed to have our company working with the Wynn and Encore hotels. I'm going to tell you guys a brief story on how that happened. I actually had a customer of mine who is a guest of the hotel ask me this today, and kind of an interesting story. At least I think it's an interesting story, because we had Picasso Auto Spa for about a year or so, and we also had an aircraft detailing company called Above the Rest. We were detailing helicopters and airplanes and jets and all that kind of stuff as well. When through a friend of a friend, I did a detail for a guy who has a Cadillac Escalade, and he didn't pay much attention to us the whole time we were doing it. And when we finished, I said, "Hey, dude, your car's ready." And he came out and looked at it, and he got so excited. He was like, "Oh my God, this thing looks better than my Rolls Royce." And I kind of thought he was nuts, because I've been at his house most of the day and thought there's no way this guy has a Rolls Royce. And I'm in his 2-car garage right now. So I said, you have a Rolls? And he goes, "Oh, well, I drive one for the Wynn Hotel." He said, "I'm going to show my boss this car." And he goes, "Because it's incredible. It looks so much better than our cars." So I kind of blew it off and didn't think too much about it. And I think it was a few weeks later, I got a call from the director of transportation at the hotel who said, "Hey, we want to talk to you." And so I went down, we talked to him, had a great conversation, gave him a proposal and all that kind of stuff, and then really didn't hear much from him after that. Made a few phone calls every now and then to say, "Hey, what's going on?" And I don't know if it was 3, 4, 5, 6 months later. I don't remember how long it was. Lori knows that part of the story, because I don't remember how I got to work this morning. But we got a call on a Sunday night about 8 o'clock at night and said, "Hey, can you guys do some cars for us in the morning?" And I said, "Sure, by some cars, what do you mean by that?" And they said 15. And at that time, it was just me, and I had one helper. Lori had gone back to work to try and bring some more money into the household. And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I called Lori, and I told her I needed her to take the next day off of work. I called another friend of mine and asked him if he could help. And I believe it was my son. I can't remember exactly, but I know it was at least the 3 of us plus the one other guy that we had helping. And we went in and washed the cars. And then I got done, said, "Okay, we're done. Kind of what's the deal? Do you need us to come back the next day?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, you're in. Come on back the next day. You guys are done. You're in." I was like, wow, it kind of like didn't even know that we were started. That was December 8th of 2008. And we have literally been there every single day, 365 days a year, rain or shine, holidays, just every day, and have not missed one day since then. We've probably done over 50,000 car washes since then, hand washes. We don't use, we're not using machinery. We use pressure washers and do everything by hand. And it's been an absolutely incredible ride there. So I'm truly grateful for the Wynn Hotel and the business that we've gotten from those guys, and look forward to doing business with them far into the future. And yeah, that's the story behind Picasso and our business. So I think it's a cool story. Now, this has been a long week. I've got the girl who manages the company, or woman who manages the company for us, Anna, is down in San Diego actually training right now. I'm putting her through the same training I went through when I started the company, because I wanted her to get all of the aspects of detailing down to the T. And I didn't really have time to train her. And so she's going and learning everything about even, the water and the polishing pads and types of chemicals, and even learning some of the marketing and all that kind of stuff that goes along with the detailing business. So really excited for her. She's excited to be learning something new. Just a lot of work while she's gone. I'm having to cover for her, and everyone else is having to cover for her, but really, really cool. I'm very happy for Anna, and look forward to having her come back and be lighting a fire under everyone's ass when she gets back about making sure that everything's done perfectly. So looking forward to that. Heading home right now, and Lori and I are going to be taking the coach over to the El Monte RV where we purchased it. Under warranty, we're having one of the slides fixed. The slide is not staying in, so the brake or the lock or whatever it is that holds the slide in is not holding it in, so we're getting that fixed under the warranty. So that's a good thing. I just walk in the door of the house and I come into this. Our couch is gone. Stuff is moving out, gang. Look, desks are gone. There's dressers that are gone. This shit is getting real. You've done good.
I'm good like that.
Alrighty, gang, it's time to go get the coach, take it over to service. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? You don't look ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Wow, you need to get that close.
Okay, I guess she's ready. So gang, I just did an amazing test of our drone in the watch me, follow me mode, where it's up above and it's flying itself and the camera follows us. So here's some of the footage. Yeah, that's it. I didn't have it turned on. I forgot to push record. It's her fault because she's supposed to remind me.
It's not.
Every frickin' time. Technology's been a very, shall we say, trying thing for me in the last week or so. But
I thought you were better with technology.
yeah, I'm actually really good with technology.
I thought so.
Obviously not. It feels good to be back in the coach again. But unfortunately, we're driving it to the shop. So this is something I probably could have fixed myself and ordered the part, but it's covered under warranty, and I'm trying to get better at just having things covered under warranty instead of fixing it myself all the time. So that's what we're doing here, is taking advantage of the warranty. That's what we've got it for, so why not, right? Lori's up ahead of me there somewhere, and traffic's a little bit of a nightmare right now. Actually, not much of a nightmare for Vegas. There's no such thing as really nightmare traffic here in Las Vegas. You know, traffic isn't really a nightmare at all. I'm just an impatient bastard. I have got to get used to the fact that on the Harley Davidson I could just go. In my truck I can just go, but in this lumbering old beast, I need some patience. It's not my strong suit. There's Lori. Okay, we dropped the coach off at the RV place to get it repaired. Now we're at Carmacks. We're actually gonna have them give us a price on our Ford Edge, and we're looking at some other stuff. We're looking at this Focus, and we're gonna maybe drive a Fiesta. We don't really know yet, so we're gonna check some stuff out. We want a little bit smaller tow vehicle. Alrighty, gang, well, we got an appraisal on Lori's Ford Edge, and it looks like we're gonna be driving that for a while and not getting us a Ford Focus.
Unless we want to private sell it.
Unless we want to private sell it, and I don't know if we want to do that, because like you guys know, I hate selling stuff unless I sell it for $5.
Jeez.
So that's it, gang. Didn't have much going on today. Dropped the coach off to get it repaired. Went and test drove a couple of cars, the Ford Focus, the Fiesta, with what Carmacks is going to offer us for this Ford Edge of Lori's. Not going to be worth it. Had some failed drone footage. What are you going to do? Thanks for watching, gang. And we'll do this again tomorrow. I haven't been doing videos every day. It's just not enough really good stuff going on every single day to record. So I'm just kind of popping stuff in when I can when we're doing stuff. We'll give you guys some updates. You know, a lot of the furniture is being sold already, which is cool. The smaller stuff we're going to donate and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but probably kind of every other day, sometimes every third day we'll be posting. So hopefully that's enough to keep you guys interested and have you guys follow along. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we look forward to seeing you again in another video very, very soon. Have a fantastic day. See ya. I bought some sanding discs. I thought that might help this project along a little bit more than trying to use just that wire wheel. It wasn't taking enough off, so. I think it's gonna be much better.